Greetings everyone, welcome back to another one of my thoughts videos. And after the last one talking about the Trix Rabbit / Trix commercials, well, why not do another one of these? This time being the Honey Nut Cheerios bee. And of course with the Honey Nut Cheerios cereal. Why not? Now, who doesn't remember some of those great Honey Nut Cheerios commercials? I'd say for those of us, in the early 2000s, and even up to when the Honey Nut Cheerios bee was named Buzz Bee. Yep, they were some of the best commercials, and we're gonna be looking through some of them, including, say, some of the ones, from the 90s, etc. Just, you get the idea. And after the first commercial, which being the very first commercial that introduced the Honey Nut Cheerios bee, the rest of them I'll be talking about will just be random ones, okay? So, anyways, let's get started. Now, I'm pretty sure this could be the first ever commercial with the debut of the Honey Nut Cheerios bee, but this comes from 1980, and gosh, listen to this song that plays. It's totally 80s or 70s, late 70s, just listen.
There's another kind of Cheerios waiting in your breakfast bowl. It's a honey of an oat. It's Honey Nut Cheerios.
See what I mean? Well, what can I say? This probably is, and if I'm correct, the first ever commercial to feature the Honey Nut Cheerios bee. It's fine, and, for when it was released. Yes. Can't, forget about this one. The holiday commercial of the Honey Nut Cheerios, where, the Honey Nut Cheerios bee, or, you want to call him Buzz, he gives, the cereal to none other than Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, but Honey Nut Cheerios blends golden honey and crunchy nuts.
I said, did you say honey and nuts?
I'd say one of Honey Nut Cheerios' best commercials, don't you think? Especially, for the holiday season. Well, not much to say, but this is a really good and classic and beloved Honey Nut Cheerios commercial, for the holiday season. Oh, and of course, can't forget about this one. This one featuring Hulk Hogan. I'd say he and Andre the Giant were right there as some of the best wrestlers and gentle giants, you know what I'm saying?
It's time you were tempted with the taste of nuts and honey.
Hulk Hogan doesn't eat nuts and honey.
Oh, come on, Hulk. You cannot deny the sweet taste of nuts and honey. Honey Nut Cheerios rocks. Yeah, not bad, huh? Oh well, a pretty good and funny commercial, and hey, with who better than Hulk Hogan, because, even Buzz Bee, at first, trying to be brave and such, It's an okay commercial, and hey, it's Hulk Hogan. What's there to say? Look, how did I not know this existed? A crossover between the Honey Nut Cheerios bee and Pooh Bear himself, in addition with Tigger.
Say, look, Buddy Bear, a bee. Where there's a bee, there's honey.
Get set to fill your tummy with a taste of golden honey. It's a honey of an oat.
It's a tasty part of this nutritious breakfast. There must be an easier way.
Isn't it mutual for Tigger, because he does and does not like honey? I thought Tiggers don't like honey. Never mind. I wonder as though that if, the Disney studios and, Disney TV animation, doing commercials with the Disney characters, if they actually did do the animation of the Honey Nut Cheerios bee themselves, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool seeing the Honey Nut Cheerios bee, or Buzz Bee as you want to call him, in the world of Winnie the Pooh and Friends. But overall, it's a pretty nice and cute commercial, and it makes total sense, because having the Honey Nut Cheerios be there, and of course, Pooh Bear, because one word, honey. And if you thought that crossover with Pooh and the Honey Nut Cheerios bee was cute, wait until you see this crossover.
For the taste, the honey sweet taste of Honey Nut Cheerios.
It's the honey nutty part of this complete breakfast.
Hey, Sonic, how can I get as good as you?
Who'd have thought? you'd have Buzz Bee and Sonic the Hedgehog together in a Honey Nut Cheerios Bee commercial. Whoa, that's blowing my mind. Not really. No, honest. Well, this clearly was to advertise, you know, the Sonic the Hedgehog games, you know, of when they were released and with this commercial, you know. Not bad, I guess. I mean, it is still cool to see the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee / Buzz Bee and Sonic the Hedgehog teaming up together and in a Honey Nut Cheerios commercial. Ain't I right? Okay, first Pooh Bear, then Sonic the Hedgehog, and now we have Garfield. Gosh, what else am I missing? What other crossovers are there? Bugs Bunny or Mickey Mouse? Basically, in this one, the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee and Garfield, they're like trying to, you know, like who can get to the Honey Nut Cheerios cereal first, you know, and some pretty funny stuff, you know. I don't see why not, because hey, it's Garfield, but with him is the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee. It's okay, I you know, in my opinion, and you know, because it's got Garfield in it, and who doesn't love Garfield, especially if he's going at it against the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee.
And Grandma, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with.
Seriously, Honey Nut Cheerios is doing Red Riding Hood? Where's this gonna go?
I think somebody's hungry.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Ah, figures. It's always the Honey Nut Cheerios cereal, and, you know, that change, and even, you know, it changes the wolf's mind from eating Red Riding Hood.
No, I hate it when this happens.
Ha ha ha.
Because real golden honey makes every oat the irresistible part of this good breakfast. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Sorry, Red. Nothing personal.
Okay, that was kind of funny. Ah, well, it's okay, and, you know, a little bit funny, you know, and as you just heard what the wolf said.
Sorry, Red. Nothing personal.
Breakfast is served.
Oh, another one, and this time being Addams Family. Are you serious? It's like, no matter what, you know, because these, like, there'd be just random crossovers. Like, okay, you know, the Honey Nut Cheerios Bee with Winnie the Pooh made sense, and say when the Trix Rabbit teamed up with Bugs Bunny. That made sense, too. I mean, what's next? You're gonna have, say, Toucan Sam team up with, boy, I don't know, the band Kiss? Okay, if we're doing another crossover commercial, what's this gonna be? This ought to be pretty good. Just lay it on me. I dare you. What is it? This time. You can't be serious. The Honey Nut Cheerios Bee doing a crossover with Godzilla?
Honey with crunchy nuts. Part of this complete breakfast. Try 'em.
What are they thinking? Seriously? Ugh, even Godzilla loves the taste of nuts and honey, you know? Because in the early, you know, the beginning of the commercial, he was going on a rampage, but, you know, nuts and honey solves that problem. I'm sure this commercial's okay, you know, just, that's all I gotta say. Continue. Oh, brother, they seriously did a commercial that has to do with, you know, the princess and the frog?
What you doing? When I kiss this frog, he will turn into a handsome prince, and we will live happily ever after.
Wouldn't you rather have some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, and Buzz, did you not notice he's wearing a crown? Seriously, did you not notice?
But he's a prince.
But who can say no to real golden honey in every oat?
Maybe we should just be friends.
Ah! Are you serious? That is a bit stupid to me. Seriously, just be friends? Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? It's settled in this commercial. Buzz Bee literally destroyed and altered the happily ever after for these two. There is no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Well, all I can say is this commercial might seem funny, but to me, you heard what I said loud and clear. Next.
You're not really a prince, are you?
Oh, give me a break. Okay, now we're up to the 2000s, and some of the best ones we remember, like this one, you know? Nut Falls, yeah, that's what it is.
I'm coming, baby! Oh no! Now I'm dropping! Hey, wait! I'm a bee, and bees fly!
I remember this very well, and yeah, doesn't Buzz realize he's a frickin' bee? Bees fly! They have wings! Seriously, Buzz. Yeah, I remember this one very well, and a pretty good commercial, you know? That's all I gotta say. Next. Now, this one, it has to do with Buzz imagining him being a muscular hero, and there's even a bear that he faces off, you know, and, you know, because he's daydreaming and so on. Yeah, I vaguely remember this one. I've really got nothing much to say on it, but I really can't remember if I have seen it or not. Like, maybe, I don't know. It's been years, so, you know, who can blame and argue, you know? Oh well, this commercial's fine, you know? Again, another one of these commercials from the early 2000s that we would all know. Next. Oh yes, and I remember this one. It has to do with pirates. That was my bad impression of doing a pirate, because, yeah, I'm a vampire.
Alright, guys! Hit it! Woohoo! Save the money for our delicious Honey Nut Cheerio cereal!
Yeah, and you know, another thing is, Buzz even had 2 sidekicks, you know? When did that start? I can't remember, but I guess for a while, you know, he had, like, 2 sidekicks with him, you know? Buddies, etc., and them trying to get the honey from the bad guys, you know? Yeah, I vaguely remember that stuff. Again, I remember this very well, and it was a pretty good commercial, and especially because you have pirates. Yo-ho! Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. Next. Okay, and now we come to the Honey Nut Cheerios commercials where they're now CG. Seriously, why? Why do they have to do that? What is wrong with hand-drawn animation? Because, especially for the cereal characters, you know? They did that with Toucan Sam. There was a commercial where it translates from hand-drawn animation to CG. I remember that! Wouldn't you? But oh well, this one's okay, you know? Only like, say, 29 seconds or something like that, and you know, cause, one of the bad guys, Yellow Jacket, and he gets defeated quickly, cause hey, it's Buzz B, what can you say? This commercial's fine, moving on. And more of Buzz B facing off against Yellow Jacket. I remember this one very well too. He's, Buzz is chasing Yellow Jacket, on the road, and, and that line he says,
Hey, Yellow Jacket, slow down!
And of course, Yellow Jacket is defeated, Buzz B gets the job done instantly. Because, again, he's Buzz B. This commercial's okay, in my opinion, some of the CGI Honey Nut Cheerios commercials were okay. And I say okay. They could never top off when they were hand-drawn animation, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and I'm gonna go over one more commercial, because this one is basically where Buzz B is, I guess, trying to be hip or doing a music video or something. Yeah, I don't know what to make up with this. It just seems really weird and strange to me. Whatever happened to those good old Honey Nut Cheerios commercials? Need I say? Doesn't anybody agree with me? This commercial is... Okay, that's it. Well, that's pretty much all I'm covering, of the Honey Nut Cheerios commercials. Some are good, some are okay, some are I mean, you heard what I said and gave my thoughts on all of the commercials, okay? Like, some of those crossovers were okay. From, well, specifically, of course, especially with Winnie the Pooh and of course, the Honey Nut Cheerios be. Sonic was okay, but like, say, the Addams Family and Godzilla, what the heck did I just watch? As I would say. The others, like, okay, the Christmas one and Hulk Hogan, yeah, those are classic ones, you know. But that's all I got to say, okay? So, you know, I'll probably do another one of these later, you know, give my thoughts on, you know, cereal commercials, maybe say Toucan Sam, Lucky, the Leprechaun, and even say Applejack cereal with apple and cinnamon, and Tony the Tiger, why not? But I'll just wait and see which ones I'll do. But I'm especially going to be doing, like, say, Goldfish Crackers, as it has been mentioned and teased a couple of times. And even though it's been spoiled, need I say. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Bye. Okay. That was so strange. I thought you did pretty good, Master. Shut up, Butler.